Hi everybody, I'm back. I have several people ask me what I actually do with my leftover paint. So this is just leftover paint, which I call an acrylic skin. So today I'm actually going to make some wine stoppers. So I just have some wine stoppers here. Basically it's just a wine stopper that I bought off of an Etsy store. This particular one has like a screw that you can screw the top off of it. And this is what we're going to use to glue our acrylic skin onto. I have already some set up. So I have about 6 set up over here to the side. I have glass here. I don't know if you can see that or not. But there's glass that I glue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first try to figure out where to glue the glass onto. So for me, that's kind of like the hardest part because I can be like, oh, I like it there, but I like it here, or does this look cute, or does this look more, like natural? Does it look okay? So that's like my hardest part is trying to figure out where to glue it down to. So I use this diamond glue. It's diamond glaze. It's water-based glue. So basically I just find a spot that I like, which I kind of like it there. Then I pick it up. I glue the back of the glass. And I try to put it right back down to where I had it at. And it does give you a little bit of time to wiggle. But you want to press down on it. And you don't want to wiggle around too much. Because then you get glue all over the place. But then you just let it dry. It takes a good 10-15 minutes to actually have it dry. That's why I usually have a couple different pieces going at the same time as it's drying. So I could, like this particular, again, these are all the wine stoppers, but I try to get as close to the edges as I can so that way I am not wasting my paint. And I'm not wasting anything else, so. And that's how I kind of come up with these fun little shapes and designs. Okay, so I'm going to let that dry. Like I said, this is what usually takes me the longest time, is just trying to figure out where to place where I think it looks nice. You want to be kind of heavy with the glue. Because if you do too much glue, it will come off because it's glue. All you have to do is do some of the take some of the hydrogen peroxide, the rubbing alcohol, and take the glue, like it takes the glue off. So obviously you don't want to use too much rubbing alcohol either, but you want to kind of get enough so that way you can kind of get the glue off. But basically that's if it's on the glass or on the metal. Like I said, I try to use as much of this as I can. Now, yes, there's going to be some waste, but that's just the nature of the game. But I try not to have too much waste. Because I have some pizzas in here that I've had basically since I started. Because I have like a whole, I don't even know what to call it anymore. But it's like a whole bin over here of paint that I have. And sometimes after I cut it out, that's when I actually realize what I have. Because I could be looking at the whole thing. So I'm like, oh, that kind of looks neat. But I'm like, oh yeah, I'm kind of seeing that with it, you know. But in reality, it's just going to be that, what's ever in the glass. So I just got to keep reminding myself, like, oh yeah. I know I'm not doing a great job explaining this. I am sorry. It's just easier to do than try to explain. That's why I don't do many videos like this. Okay. And now we wait. I'm going to go ahead and pause. Okay, the glue should be dry about now. I'm not saying they're perfectly dry, but they're definitely drier. So I then go ahead and do, is I cut them off of the, get over there, off the skin. I don't always cut like super close to the actual glass. At least right now, I don't. I just want to get it off the skin so it's kind of a little bit more manageable. Put that to the side. So now I'm going to go ahead and put this back on my pile. I'm going to go ahead and start cutting closer to the glass then. And I do oftentimes get glue on my scissors. So I just gotta take that off. Probably should have let it dry a little bit longer. Now you want to make sure you're not cutting yourself. This is why I'm doing it the tutorial this way instead of having something in front of me. Okay, and this is what the finished one is. Now it's just a matter of deciding which way to put it into the wine stopper or whatever it is you're doing. This particular time is a wine stopper. So we gotta figure out if we want it to be this way or this way. Or do we want it like that? So many different possibilities. Let's see here. I kinda, yeah, kind of like it like that. Okay. So then what you do is you put your same glue that you just used, your diamond glaze glue, and you put it onto the metal surface. And then you glue the glass that you just cut off with the glue, with the paint underneath, and you glue it right onto your metal surface. You hold it there for a few moments.